Hello guys, so today I'm gonna show you a tutorial to use Redux Saga, which Redux Toolkit. I didn't find any resource on the internet, so I wanted to make a tutorial so people can see how to do it. Okay, so the result will look like this. It's just a title which counter which Redux Toolkit and Saga. You have three buttons. When you click on the incrementation, you will increment. If you click on decrement, it will decrement. And if you click on increment async, it will increment but with a little delay, because we use a Saga to simulate a call to an API to make late resolve promise. Okay, so for started, we're gonna create the project. We're gonna create a project with Next.js, great framework, use React and everything. You can name it the project as you want. I'm just gonna put Redux. We're gonna keep the default setup. No need to change anything. Okay, we're gonna go in the project. So you will maybe need to change the node version that you use, because Next.js require a specific version. So I'm just gonna use 20, and we're gonna launch a project. Nice. So I have a default template. Next part, we're gonna split the terminal. I'm going to install the dependency. We just need Redux Toolkit, Redux, and Redux Saga, and we're gonna open it. Okay, so we have the project. The first thing to do will be to remove everything you have in the main. We can't keep the main, so it's okay. Flashing. Okay, we have a black screen. We use Next.js, but we will not need the server size, so we just can specify that everything will be on the client. Next step will be to make a folder. We're gonna name it component. It will host every React component that we will create. We will create a counter component. This counter will export a React component that will have just a counter variable, and it return. We're just gonna make it return a title for now. Title could be anything, but we're gonna go with Redux, which Toolkit and Saga. Oula, it's hard. Okay, we're gonna import it. Nice spacing. Oops. And we're gonna use it here. Nice. And the title is here. Nice. So in this counter component, we're gonna create three buttons. We're gonna create three buttons. Okay, the first one will be for the incrementation. Second one will be decrement, and the last one will be for the async. Okay, nice. Page is a little bit ugly. We're gonna style it a little bit with tailwind. So here we're gonna give it fresh color. So it's good well set. For the title, we're gonna go with text white, text 3XL, and when the screen is when the screen is smaller, we're gonna go with some bigger text. The font will be bold, and we center the text. We're gonna give it a margin of 8. For the container of the button, we're gonna go with a space of 4. Padding of 8 and text center. Okay, already better. For the button, the first increment, we're gonna give it padding of 4, padding on x-axis and padding on y-axis. We're gonna give a margin of 2, background blue 500, text white. I want rounded edges. When we overlay the background should be blue 600. When we focus on it, I don't want any outline, but I want a ring of size 2 and a ring blue of 300. Oops, 300. Okay, nice. We're gonna give the same thing for the water, okay, but we're gonna change the color. The decrement will be red, so change it to red, and the increment I think will be in green. Great. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. So we have to display the count. Oopsie, yep. This one I'm gonna give it a text large, font semi-bold, and it will be center. Nice. We're gonna create a handle for each button. You will write nothing. Up, okay. I'm a little bit lazy, but you know what we say. Lazy programmer make good programmer. Nice. Okay, gonna put it on each one. Okay, everything is here, everything working. It should. We're gonna try it. Okay, on the console, we will refresh the page, and okay, the listener working. Nice. Okay, next step, we're gonna create a new folder at the Racine. I'm gonna call it lib because it will host everything related to library, and another folder Redux for storing Redux, and I will create a store file because this one will be the file that initializes the store. So we're gonna import the initializer Redux Toolkit, the configuration of the store, and we're gonna export a function that we call it make store. So this function has the responsibility of making the store for us. So everything is at one place, as it's not messy in the code. Like we're gonna create the store. We have no Reduxer, so we're gonna put in something empty. Nice. And as we use TypeScript, I want to type it. This is totally optional if you don't want to make it, but I like it, so I'm gonna export the type of my store. type up make store, nice. And I'm gonna export the root state too. I'm gonna get the state, okay, and I'm gonna export the dispatch. Okay, next step I'm gonna create another file in the Redux folder. We can hook, because in this file I will store everything that related to Redux that we use in hook. I'm gonna import use dispatch, use selector, and use store. And I will import the type of we import from Redux the typed use selector hook, and I will import from the Redux type that I just created in the store. I will import everything. Nice. And with this we can create the React hook related to Redux, which type. So if we type, when we use it, it will type it, and it will allow us to make less error. Okay, this is the use this app dispatch. It's just the React Redux dispatch, but at least it's typed. And this is the app selector typed too. Okay, this one we don't need it. Okay, so we have the store, and then we have the type of each hook. And right now I'm gonna create another folder. This will be, we call it feature, because it will host all the different part of the application. And inside I'm gonna create a counter feature. In the counter folder we will put everything related to the counter. Inside I'm gonna create file for the slice. Slice is a tool from Redux Toolkit that help us create a reducer and selector. Okay, so I'm gonna import the create slice, and we will import the typage of payload action from Redux Toolkit. Okay, so the slice will be, the first slice will be for, we're gonna name it counter. Initial value will be 0, and we're gonna create a reducer. The first element will be initialize count. It will take a state and an action. Oops, so this should be a comma. The action will be a payload action of a number because I want that we could initialize the value in another way if we need it. Set the value will be action payload. Okay, this is for the first reducer, and we make the other one, the increment. We don't need any payload for this one. Just directly decrement. We just is the same, but we subtract 1, and that's it. This will be your slice for the counter. We have to export the action so we can use it, and we will export the reducer. Okay, now that we have the slice, we need to create the selector. We will create a selector file because we need to retrieve the value that we store for the counter. We will retrieve the root state so we can use it. We will create a selector that will have the root state, and it will retrieve the counter value. Nice. Okay, so right now we have the selector, the slice, we have the reducer in the slice, so we can add it to the store. We're gonna import it. Counter slice. We don't need to naming import because it is exported by default. And here we can make the counter, and it will take the counter slice reducer. It will take the counter reducer. Okay, for the next one we will create a new component. I will name it store provider. So as it could be like the root of the page, we need it to be client side. Okay, so we're gonna import userref from React, import provider from React Redux, and make store from the store and the type app store too. So after this we're gonna create the component. Here we have the children. The children will be a type typo will be a type of point React node. Okay, and we will create a ref to the store so we can keep it. we're gonna pass it the type here. And if it's not defined, if the current star is not defined, we're gonna define it. Okay, so we only have one star each time. We're gonna make a provider. We just star equal to star f1 current, and he will take his children. Nice. This is the wrapper. Oops. Stop provider. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Nice. So for the we can add it to the page. This will wrap the counter. So everything in the counter have access to Redux. Okay, so we have the provider, we have the slice, we have the selector, everything is fine. It's time to test it. So we're gonna go in the counter and we're gonna import the action. Okay, thank you to compression. And the dispatcher too. We're gonna need the selector count2 and the different action, decrement and increment. Okay, nice. We can retrieve the value of the count with the selector. We're gonna take a dispatcher and we can dispatch increment up and the decrement the same too. Okay, we're gonna try it. It worked. The async is not connected yet, so it doesn't work. Okay, people, so it's time to implement the Saga. So to this, I will create a new folder. I will call utils. Inside, I will need just a small utility function. I will call it daily. It is a function that will create daily for a specific action. We're gonna take a number in milliseconds and we're gonna create a new promise. Oops. That we will resolve in some milliseconds. Okay. From here, we're gonna go back to the lib in the feature counter, and we're gonna create a new file. Name it Saga. Everything related to Saga will be inside. We're gonna need some function from Redux Saga. The put take every and the call from Redux Saga effect. We're gonna get the increment that we create in the slide. Okay, and we're gonna take the delay that we just created. Nice. We need to create a request for the saga to be fired. So we will create and string will be name. We will create a request. We're gonna name it counter increment async request. We're gonna create a generator function increment async in a try cache. We're just gonna log error message if anything happen. Inside we're gonna yield the call to the delay function, which 1 second, and when the call of the delay is finished, we're gonna put increment. So when the call is finished, we increment the counter to 1. And to make everything happen, we're gonna export another generator function. We're gonna call it watch increment async, and it will yield to every call of increment async request. It will trigger the function increment async. And I will need another file. I will directly put it in Redux. It will be root saga. Okay, and in the root saga I will import all from Redux Saga effect, and I will import the watch increment async that we just created. Okay, we're gonna create a generator too to see if everything works perfectly. That will just log a hello world if the saga is well implemented. We're gonna create the root saga, generator of root saga. This will be the starting point of your saga. So for all, it should be saga, and watch increment, and we should call the function. So what it means is that this root saga is launched, it will execute this line, and it will execute this function too, that will put a listener to every request for the async implementation. It's time to get to the fun part and connect Saga to Redux. So for this I will need the Redux Saga and the new root saga that we just created. Okay, and inside, and I will create an instance of the middleware, and in the configuration of the store we need to link this middleware with all the other middleware. Okay, we're gonna execute the get default middleware, and we're gonna concatenate with the Saga middleware. Okay, but for this to work, we still need to run the root Saga so we can see it. Okay, we will refresh, and we have a hello world. It means that the hello world Saga did launch, so the Redux is connected. But we don't have anything on the button because we don't have the action. We don't dispatch the action. So I'm gonna go in the slice, and I'm gonna import the request, and we're gonna create a new action that we name it increment async. It will take nothing. It will return a type increment request. Okay, this is the action to trigger the Saga of the counter. We're gonna go in the counter component, import the increment async, and link the dispatch. Come here, refresh, and it worked, and everything working accordingly. Okay guys, so this was how to connect Redux Toolkit and Redux Saga. I hope this video will help you, and if you like this video, you can hit the like button and tell me in the comment, and if you want to see more of this content, you can subscribe. If you need any more help, don't hesitate to comment on the video, and if you can comment too if you need help on another subject. So have a nice day. I see you later.